season for Dak Prescott doesn't count?
Hold on. That's the thing. Well, let me
4 or 5. 4 or 5.
Wait, let me.
4 or 5. That's 3 losses. That is so significant when you're talking about the MVP.
Let me contextualize.
Oh, my goodness, Joy. Make it stop.
The only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and angry Cowboy fans around the world? It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan here on YouTube, the place where you can catch my raw and uncut emotion about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365, and as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm DC for life, baby. And if you're DC for life, won't you go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to what we do here, ladies and gentlemen, because it's free to do, and you help the channel when you do it. In this segment on Speak, Joy Taylor gets triggered because Dak Prescott is one of the top in the MVP conversation, and she can't stand it. Joy, why are you so triggered by Dak Prescott being in the top 5 of the MVP conversation this year? Why is it that you are on national television screaming uncontrollably like someone just stole your last McNugget from your 20-piece? Watching this segment of Speak, all I could do was shake my head and plug my ears. The more Joy Taylor spoke, the more I contemplated switching the video because her voice became more and more loud and obnoxious as the segment went on. I know you've seen the segment, Cowboys Nation, but I gotta bring it up because Joy literally starts becoming cartoonish and super animated during the take because everyone else pushed back on her narrative. So, we're going to take a listen to what she had to say about Dak Prescott and his chances, in her eyes, for winning the MVP this year. You know, and we're going to come back and unpack, you know how we always do, bringing you that raw and uncut. So, everybody, go ahead. Take a listen.
So the whole season doesn't count because Jalen Hurts also beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
And you can say whatever you want about who outplayed who and whatever, cool. But you lost. Mm-hmm. So you didn't make the plays you needed to make. You still lost. So does that count? Does that one doesn't count? Okay, so the Eagles have also beaten the Chiefs and beaten the Bills and beaten Dallas. And if this goes this weekend and beats the Niners, like it's the whole resume. It's not just this stretch of statistical great stuff. And I don't want to take away from how Dak is playing because sometimes these conversations get so hyperbolic, it does seem like it's a negative thing. Dak is playing great football right now. But what happens is you have a stretch and then everyone forgets everything else that happens. It's a whole season. This is a regular season, whole season award. Everything counts. So yes, if you ask me at the end of the season, if the Eagles have won the division, they have won the conference, they have a bye, Jalen Hurts is as good as we know he is based off of his entire resume of who he is, which is included in this because we know what Dak is capable of as well. They don't win the division. They're a wild card team. And you're telling me that because Dak Prescott went on this stretch at the end of the season, that he is the best player in the National Football League?
That don't even sound right.
Well, let me make it sound right.
No, I'm saying, but Dak being the best player.
But
I'm saying why I'm arguing so fervently against this, one is because the whole resume has to count. It can't just be a stretch at the end of the season. What did you do all season long? But also, at what point did you say Dak Prescott is the best player in the NFL? He is the best quarterback in the NFL. He is the reason that this team, the reason, because we know Patrick Mahomes is the reason, right? We know Jalen Hurts is the reason. Dak Prescott is the best player in the NFL. He is the best quarterback in the NFL, and he has been, from start to finish, the best player in the National Football League this season. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm saying if you finish as a wild card team and you didn't even win your division, and that guy in your division has been leading the MVP conversation all season long, that sounds crazy to me.
I'm sorry, y'all. I laugh at that clip every time, the way her arms be going. Yeah, if you paid attention to the clip, you'll see that I showed Joy's freak out. She kind of looked like a pissed off praying mantis up there, though. But anyway, Joy, you started out pretty good, but as soon as you said you have some standards for MVP, I knew it was about to go off the rails. It was about to go into another bash fest. I knew it. She continues to give her standards that she thinks are out of Dak's reach. Everybody but her thought that the Cowboys handed every team they faced, except for 4, a blowout. That's 7 out of 11 games that have been a blowout for teams handed by Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. I don't care who the opponent was. 7 blowouts, Joy. 7. Not 7 times the Cowboys found a way to win, Joy. 7 blowouts. Does that not mean anything? Joy also mentioned that Jalen Hurts is playing his best football, but we go to his stats and it'll show you that that's a lie. So let's go to Jalen Hurts' stats real quick. Jalen Hurts' quarterback rating for the 2022 season was 101.5. Right now, his QBR is 94.9. So far, it's worse than his performance last year, even though there's still time in the season to change that. This year, his yards per average is less, even though he has a chance to prove it. His yards per game is almost the same, separated by a percentage point. He has 4 more interceptions this year than he did last year. His completion percentage is 1 point higher than last year. He is not having that much of a better year than he did last year, making Joy's point moot. The only standout thing that is better is the Philadelphia Eagles record right now, 10-1. But if we rewind the clock, at this time last year, what was the Philadelphia Eagles record, Joy? 10-1. So, how is he playing better football this year than last, where he did not receive the MVP award? According to Pro Football Focus, through 12 weeks, Dak Prescott leads all quarterbacks in both PFF grade, 92.1, and PFF passing grade, which is 90.8. His 6.9 big-time throw rate is the best among all NFL quarterbacks. According to ESPN, in total QBR, Dak Prescott is second in the NFL with a passer rating of 107.4, and he is truly playing his best football, even better than the rookie season that everyone seems to praise so much. But it's not criteria for the MVP? Maybe Rookie of the Year, but not the MVP, nah. I think the reason why she is fighting so hard for Dak to not be in the MVP conversation and be among the top in that conversation is because it would take away from a part of her narrative that Dak isn't elite. According to her standards, if Dak won the MVP, she would have no choice but to consider him elite. Everyone already knows she would move the goalposts and go against her own criteria for an elite quarterback if Dak would win MVP. We saw Dan Orlovsky do it this morning on Get Up, so why not Joy? There is one thing you said that was correct, though, Joy. I will give you credit for that. The Dallas Cowboys have a huge and loud fan base that will not tolerate you talking heads throwing salt on our team when they play well. If we play bad and y'all have that smoke, bring that smoke. We deserve it. We played bad. But if we playing good, we playing lights out football, give us our credit. So until you give the Cowboys some credit without saying, but, we're gonna be there to call you out. Leave your bias at home, Joy. We don't want to hear it. Put some respect on the Dallas Cowboys name. But, like I've said before, there has only been one quarterback in the league to get the league MVP and go on to win the Super Bowl in 22 years. That's Patrick Mahomes. You can keep the MVP award, Joy. I'm pretty sure Dak Prescott would rather have a Lombardi trophy instead. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan. If you like the content, don't hesitate to drop a like on the video. That way we can get this content out to even more Cowboys fans. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? It's free to do, and you help out the channel when you do so. Make sure you hit that bell so you can stay up to date and not miss anything that I upload or when I go live. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. We host the Seattle Seahawks tonight. Make sure you are there to represent the Dallas Cowboys with pride as we ride through the rest of the season and beyond. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan. I'm out.